Density theorem is give me any two real number, perfect. Then I will give you a rational number in between. And similarly, give me any two real number, I will give you a irrational number in between. These are the two statement. Okay. See, you will find in some books they will be saying between any two rational number there exists irrational number, between two irrational number there exists a rational number. Sub equivalent hai if you see this statement. This is in general between any two real number. अभी ये दो real number, they may be rational, they may be irrational, they may be anything. Perfect. So we don't need that. We'll be proving it in general. And in the proof also, if you see some local books, then you will find that they are proving it by taking cases. Case 1, A and B both are rational. Then their midpoint, they will take their midpoint as R. So that is in between and that is also rational. Hence prove. Then they will be taking case 2. Both are irrational. Then case 3, one is rational, one is irrational, something like that. So we are not going to do that thing. Instead we will be doing some much easier proof. Okay, yeah. So let me start now. Okay. So we are given A is less than B. Perfect. We are given two real number A and B such that A is less than B. Yes. So can I say B minus A is positive? Correct. We are. I'm just starting the proof. Okay. I'm just starting the proof. We are given A is less than B. A and B are real number. I'm just trying to prove the first one. Okay. A and B are real number with A is less than B. So if A is less than B, then B minus A is positive. Perfect. Do you agree? So if B minus A is positive, what about 1 upon B minus A? That is also positive. Can I use Archimedean property? What is Archimedean property? If you are having a real number which is positive, then there exists a natural number n. I should say n belongs to natural number such that what is the condition? 1 upon b minus a will be less than n. Do you agree? यही था ना Archimedean property. You mean any real number, I will give you a natural number which is bigger than that. That's it. Perfect. Oh, sorry actually. क्या करूँ मैं इसका? Can you see the screen? Should I share it? Yeah. So is that okay? A is less than B, so B minus A is positive. So 1 upon B minus A is positive. By Archimedean property, there exists n belongs to natural number such that 1 upon B minus A is less than n, so 1 is less than nb minus na. Is that okay? So can I take minus na this side? So this will become 1 plus uh, 1 plus na, that is less than nb. Can I write like this? Okay, I'll just make it a box. I'll be using this. Okay, yeah. So let us go back to our previous theorem. What was this theorem? If you are having a real number, then there exists a unique m such that this condition is satisfied. Correct? Can I use the same theorem here? Can I use the since 1 plus na is a real number? Correct? Can I use the previous theorem, or I will write by existence of greatest integer function? By previous theorem, should I write previous theorem? Previous theorem or previous रहने दो, since it is going to be uploaded by greatest integer function existence, actually existence of greatest integer function theorem. What can you say? There exists m belongs to z such that what is the condition? M is less than equal to 1 plus na, that is less than equal to m plus 1. Is that clear? This was a real number. So by greatest integer function there exists a integer such that m is less than equal to 1 plus n less than m plus 1. Please mute yourself everyone. I can hear some voices. Is that okay? Okay. So now I am having 1 plus na is less than m plus 1, correct? So what about na? If you see these two things together, that is, let me write it here. 1 plus na less than m plus 1. So can you get that na is less than m? Yes. Do you see? I'm taking these two together. That means na is less than m perfect. So can I say something about a? A is less than m by n. Correct? Yes. Okay. And look at the box. What is that? Let me write it here. 1 plus na is less than nb. Perfect. And you know something about this guy. Do you see? 1 plus na, it is greater than equal to ma. So can I write like this? M is less than equal to 1 plus na, and that is less than nb. So let us put these two together, that is m is less than nb. So that means m by n is less than b. Do you see? If I combine both the thing, that is a is less than m by n, that is less than b. So this m by n, m and n are integers, and m by n will be a rational number. So are we done now? This is what I was supposed to prove, correct? So what is my r? R is m by n, which is a rational number between any two real number. Hence proved. Let us go back to proof once again. Let us see क्या किया हम लोगों ने. See, the technique was, see, a comma b belongs to real number. A is less than b, then b minus a is positive. 1 upon b minus a is positive. See, in all the proof we are using Archimedean property. Even in unit 2 also we'll be using Archimedean property all the time. Given a real number which is positive, there exists a natural number such that 1 upon b minus a is less than n. So 1 is greater than nb minus na. That means what? 1 plus na is less than nb. That means now I am considering this 1 plus na belongs to real number by existence of greatest integer function theorem. There exists an integer such that m is less than equal to 1 plus. See, यहाँ पे अगर ये हम लोगों ने प्रूफ नहीं किया होता ना, तो अपने को दूसरा ट्रैक यूज करना पड़ता टू प्रूव दिस. नाउ आवर लाइफ इज इजी बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. n यहाँ से मिल गया एंड m यहाँ से मिल गया ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन से. एंड डू यू सी, यू कैन आस्क वन थिंग, सर व्हाट अबाउट अगर ये n जीरो हुआ तो ये एग्जिस्ट नहीं होगा, बट कैन यू सी ये n जीरो हो सकता है क्या? You should ask that question. See, sir, you are saying ये m और n है, but what about if n is zero then? But can this n be zero? ये n हम लोग को मिला किधर से है? Hmm, perfect. That is a natural number. Do you see? This n is natural number. This m is integer. So m by n will always be a rational number. Perfect. Good. So here you are having m is less than equal to 1 plus n. So पहले हम लोग ने ये दोनों को कंसिडर किया, इधर से दिखा 1 1 कैंसल, इधर से दिखा a is less than m by n. We are done with first part. A is less than m by n. Now we saw that 1 plus Na is less than Nb and 1 plus Na is less than M. That means what? M is less than Nb. Do you see? By combining these two things, ye part and ye part. 1 plus Na is less than Nb and here 1 plus Na, this is greater than equal to M. So that means M is less than Nb. Do you see? So M is less than Nb. So M by N is less than B. Hence we are done. Is the proof clear? Go back to the proof once again and try to see whether you can do it by yourself. ये पार्ट तो इजी है, इसमें कुछ है नहीं, जस्ट मेन इज दिस पार्ट. Okay, let us go ahead. Second proof too. Second proof actually. What is the second statement? Given A and B be the real number with A is less than B, then you have to prove there exist irrational number. Maybe भी irrational को मुझे R नहीं लिखना चाहिए, दोनों R R. Or I will write maybe xi. There exists xi which is an irrational number such that A is less than xi is less than B. Perfect. ये अपनी अभी 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 अपने को ये प्रूफ करना रहेगा, ठीक है. Now observe something. Before starting the proof, let us see. 2 is less than 3, correct? But if you add 2 plus, if you write 2 plus root 2, is this a rational number or irrational number? Or 2 root 2? Irrational. Or if you take any real number, say p, any number, any real number, say x plus root 2, will it be irrational always? Except when your x is root 2. हाँ, अगर तुम्हारा x root 2 हो गया तो सॉरी minus root 2 हुआ तो then this won't be irrational, correct? तो अदरवाइज इट इज ऑलवेज, मतलब अगर कोई भी रैशनल नंबर को इफ यू ऐड विथ इरेशनल नंबर you will get an irrational number. Is that okay? Now if I'm fixing this x as rational number, then there is no condition of minus root 2. Then that means if I am adding a rational and irrational, then I will always get an irrational number. Similarly, if I am having a rational number and if I am having an irrational number, and if I want to multiply them, what will I get? No, real number तो है ही, ठीक है वो, but will that be an irrational number? That means I am irrational. Perfect. If I'm having x and if I'm having a root 2, say, so x and root 2, I am sure that this x is rational number. That is what I am saying. Because this x may be root 2, na, then their product will be 2. That is what I am not including here. Do you agree? Okay. So let us try to prove by using same logic, ठीक है? By using the previous proof actually. Because in the previous case both was irrational number, both was any real number, A and B was any real number, correct? Second. Okay. See, can I use this? Consider uh, there are so many ways you can do. Yeah, consider a is less than b. This is given to you, a is less than b, correct? If you uh, subtract both the side irrational number, that is e minus root 2 and b minus 2, can I do that? Can I do that? A is less than b. By the method of we have learned, we can add both the side, we can subtract both the side. Inequality won't change. So e minus root 2 is less than b minus root 2. Can I apply my density theorem here? By, that is first by, yeah, see, I'm starting a is less than b, then I'm subtracting both the side root 2, that is e minus root 2 is less than b minus root 2. Is that okay? Is the first part okay? I'm just okay. Now by density theorem 1, can I say something? By density theorem 1, there exists a rational number r such that e minus root 2 is less than r, and that is less than e plus root 2. Do you agree? Sorry, this is b. Do you agree? Yes. Okay. Oh, oh sorry, actually ये नेटवर्क इशू मोस्टली मंडे से ये ठीक हो जाएगा. आई एम यूजिंग एक्चुअली मोबाइल डेटा, दैट्स वाई. ठीक है. So I will just repeat. E is less than b. I am subtracting both the side minus root 2. So that is e minus root 2 is less than b minus root 2. Now I want to apply density theorem on these two numbers. That is e minus root 2 and b minus root 2. I want to apply density theorem 1. That means if I am having two number, then one is less than other, then by density theorem there exists a rational number such that that rational number will be in between. Is that okay? So now I am sure that this r is a rational number, correct? So can I add root 2 everywhere? That means I will get a is less than r plus root 2, and that is less than b. And are you sure that this r plus root 2 is an irrational number? Correct? How can you be sure? Only if this r should not be minus root 2. But I am already given that r is rational number, correct? So r will not be an irrational. So r plus root 2. So that r plus root 2 is an irrational number. That is done. Q complement. Hence we are done. That is hence proved. So by using previous theorem we proved this one also. That is, give me any two real number, I'll give you a irrational in between. See, root 2 was not a special one. You can take anybody, correct? Root 3, root 5, anyone you can take. Is that okay? Did you understand? बोलो. Okay, should I repeat? Okay. That means यहाँ से बोल रहे तो a is less than r plus root 2, that is less than b. Can you see the cursor? ये बोल रहे हो क्या? हाँ. Now we are can you say this r plus root 2 is an irrational number? R is rational, so can you say r plus root 2 is irrational? जो मतलब पहले अपना लॉजिक था कि कोई भी एडिशन विथ r plus root 2, can you say this is an irrational? Think about it. Perfect, so we are done ना, यही प्रूफ करना था ना. Read the question, read the statement. Between any two real number you have to give me an irrational number. So we are done actually. Read the statement, what was that? Given any a and b, a is less than b, there exists irrational देना था. अभी मेरे को पता है ना एक irrational क्या है. Correct. Now but before that तुमको you have to prove कि root 2 is an irrational number. Have you proved it? Have you proved कि root 2 is an irrational number? Or any root p is an irrational number? I think root 2 का शायद हम लोग ने when we were doing types of proofs then हम लोग ने शायद किया था. Or I will just help you and you try to prove that. That is, let me write like a theorem only. There does not exist a rational number r such that r square equal to p, where p is a prime. करेक्ट. सेम स्टेटमेंट को कैसे लिख सकते हैं हम लोग? रूट p is irrational. Correct? Can you try? I have already given you a hint कि मतलब क्या यूज़ करने का. In the, I think when we are doing types of proof, then only we have done that. You want to prove there does not exist a rational number r such that r square equal to p. So what should you start with? Suppose if possible there exist, correct? Then I should get some contradiction. Suppose if possible there exist a rational number r such that r square equal to p. Suppose this exists, and let that r equal to e by b, where b must be non-zero and e and b are integers. Then what should you do? And you can do one more thing, that is GCD of a and b take 1, because you can also get this as 10 by 5, that is same as 2 no, if you have 10 by 5. So it is better to take GCD of a and b is 1. GCD means, do you understand? Greatest common divisor. I think you must have done it in your algebra paper. I think this proof is also based on your algebra. ठीक है, स्टार्ट करें? इज दैट ओके? अभी तक समझा? सपोज इफ पॉसिबल देयर एग्जिस्ट अ रैशनल नंबर r सच दैट r स्क्वायर इक्वल टू p, एंड वो रैशनल नंबर को हम लोग ने a बाई बी लिया सच दैट a एंड b में कोई भी कॉमन फैक्टर नहीं रहना चाहिए. देयर ग्रेटेस्ट कॉमन फैक्टर इज 1. Okay, so let us put it in the equation, that is r square equal to p. That means what? This will be e by b the whole square equal to p. That means what? E square equal to pb square. Okay, can I write this as p divides a square? Do you understand this notation, divides notation? Can you say that? If a equal to something times b or p, then p divides a square, something like that. But you must be aware कि ये prime का मतलब क्या होता है. Prime that is a square means a into a, but p is prime, तो p दोनों में p divide करता है a square को, मतलब p must divide them. That means p must divide a, because a and a square है ना. Do you agree? You can take some example. 2 divides 4, so 4 can be written as 2 into 2. Or 16, 2 divides 16, 16 can be written as 4 square, so 2 must divide 4. Why this is true actually? Because if p divides xy, this implies either p divides x or p divides y. But here x and y are same, e and a, so p must divide a. ठीक है? So you are having p divides a, that means what? If p divides a, that means what? Can I write as a equal to some pt? P divides a, can I write as a equal to pt? Yes, perfect. Can I square now? Squaring both the side. Or yeah, let us do one more thing. Let us substitute this thing here. E square equal to pv square था यहाँ पे. So if I put it here, then I will get pt the whole square is equal to yes, pv square. Can you see that? So here one p will get cancelled. You will be having pt square equal to b square. Is that okay? From here, can I say something? From here, can I say something? B square equal to P into T square. Whether B square or P. Per- Perfect. P divides P square. Similarly, P divides B square. Can I say P divides B? Why? As per this condition of prime, if P divides xy, then either P divides x or P divides y. But यहाँ पे x and y क्या है? B and B ही है. तो in both the cases we are getting P divides P. Correct? So what else? If P divides B, that means what? B equal to, can I say B, PL? Let me write PL. So now see, A हम लोग को क्या मिला था and B क्या मिल रहा है? B equal to PL मिला. A was P into something, क्या लिया था हम लोग ने? PT लिया था शायद. बट हम लोग ने अपने A and B को क्या बोला था? हाँ, बट ए एंड बी में कंडीशन क्या था? देयर ग्रेटेस्ट कॉमन डिवाइजर, जैसे देयर जीसीडी मस्ट बी 1 ना. बट व्हाट इज जीसीडी हियर? व्हाट इज जीसीडी हियर? A is PT, B is PL, which means P is a common divisor ना. This is a contradiction because the common divisor must be 1, correct? Greatest common, even greatest common divisor must be 1. यहाँ पे P मिल गया, which is a contradiction. So our assumption is wrong. What was our assumption? We have assumed that I can write that is there exist, we have assumed. Suppose if possible there exists a rational number. Go through the proof once again and see. You started with suppose if possible there exists a rational number. वो rational number को R बोला such that R equal to A by B बोला हम लोग ने, and condition लिया कि GCD must be 1. ये हम लोग ने condition लिया. Now what? We started A and B substitute किया. We are getting A square equal to PB square. That means what? P divides A square. That means what? P divide A into A. That means P divides A. P divides A. That means A equal to PT. From here I am getting A equal to PT. Oh, this is the main step. Now what? A equal to P2 को मैंने इसमें फिर से सब्स्टिट्यूट किया. So I'm having PT the whole square equal to PB square. This is P square, PP get cancelled. This will become PT square equal to B square. That means what? P divides B square. So that means P divides B. So B equal to some P times L. So A was PT and B equal to PL. So P is a common divisor. But we are already having that the greatest common divisor must be 1. So this is a contradiction. Hence our assumption was wrong. Wrong. Okay. ठीक है. Hence proved. Hence proved as root P is irrational number. Actually पहले मुझे यही प्रूफ करना चाहिए था. Then ये क्योंकि here we are using as root 2 as irrational ना. ठीक है. Okay, so this was the last part of your unit 1. So with this we are done with unit 1. Okay, so in the next lecture we'll